Hazran. Thank you, Darsa. It's a stream, yes. I'm back in my lab room. And I am early today. Am I wearing my shirt backwards? I'm wearing my shirt backwards. I'm early today and I'm wearing my shirt backwards. Alright. I've got a few things to do today. And there is a 50-50 probability that I will switch to my other setup at 9 p.m. Because I do need to work on some stuff. It's so early. Yes, Bellum, it is early. It's rare for me to be this early, I know. But I was like, I took it upon myself to say, I'm gonna finish work today, I'm gonna do a thing, I'm gonna be productive, I'm not gonna sit on my butt and play games all day this time, so we're back on the roll. First week of 2023, Factorio. Second week of 2023, whatever this is. And you might realize, if you check the points, that fitness is back on the line. Although the proposed fitness day will not come until later. This will not be a fitness-only stream, but points are there if you would like to spend them. Isn't it the third week of 2023? It's the third week of 2023. I spent the first 2 weeks playing Factorio. Oh yeah, I'm gonna save V grade 6 push-ups for whenever she comes to the stream. But doing 3 push-ups already, Kanarsa. You don't make this easy for me. So, as you can see, this room structure isn't kind of made for push-ups. I'll be doing most of the exercise back here, and then you know, you'll be able to view it from the camera and stuff. I won't be moving the camera just for the push-ups instead. So there is enough room, like right here in this little alleyway here, for me to like do stuff in. It's early. Are you okay? Did you get enough sleep? I got like 4 hours of sleep last night. I had a meeting at like 10 a.m. today, so I slept at like 5 a.m. and woke up at 9 a.m. So I got a decent amount of sleep, and then I basically worked all day, and now I'm here. So yeah. This is the home gym. Drink some water. Oh, you know what? Bellum, you were correct. I don't have water, which I probably should get if I'm going to be doing exercise. So let me go ahead and do these 3 push-ups first, or at least attempt to, and then we'll get some water and stuff. Alright. I don't know if you can see me here, but like I'm going to do the push-ups here, and you can let me know. Wait, does that make us home trainers? Yeah, we should be paid. I don't like where this is going. Alright, here we go. There's not enough room to do a push-up, guys. Hold on. There's actually not enough room to do a push-up. Okay. There should be enough room now. Okay. Barely enough room to do a push-up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And my arms are already dying. This isn't good. We're paid with bonds. Well, that's more or less you guys paying me, but if you say so. I can't be out of breath from those 3 push-ups already. Alright. Let me go get some water so I don't like die. Remember those orange ice cream tube things called push-ups? Those are good. Yes, I do. I remember having them for like elementary school when we would like have those like ice cream socials, and they would give us those as a treat. Oh, also Otter Pops. If you guys remember what Otter Pops were, those were also really good. Pops were like a big part of my childhood, because I remember if we ran the mile, I think it was under 12 minutes, which wasn't a high bar, we would get a free Otter Pop. And I'm not a good runner. Like, my average mile time was about 15 minutes. Like, nowadays, I think that's for walking, but, like, back then, I remember, like, every mile I ran was like, 15 minutes and over. So, I can't really do exercise that well. Dum-dums and airheads. Yep. I took 30 minutes to do the mile. Oh, no. I remember it was something like the national something of, national whatever the heck, for athleticism. They had like a department in the US for that, and basically if you didn't run it another 7 minutes, it would be graded. Luckily our school, my middle school did not grade the miles, but I know some teachers that did. And it was horrible, because if you get like over 12 minutes or something, it's like an F. So I was never graded in PE, thankfully. Were you swimming? You know, I can swim better than I can run. And that's weird because, I don't know if I ever told the story of my foot condition on stream before, but I have like flat feet, so it helps with swimming, but not so much running. I can probably like swim a mile faster than running a mile. Alright. So I gotta do a few things during this stream today, including fixing this printer, unboxing my PCBs, organizing all my PCBs, which, you know, is long overdue because I have like JLC PCB boxes scattered all throughout this room. I also got to organize my filaments, you know, count the inventory, all that. And I gotta solder some PCBs together, switch stream, go to the other room, design something in CAD for my ground station. What are you doing with the glue gun? I'm hot gluing wheels to this tiny miniature car. I remember last time I said that when we were doing the car thing that basically was missing one, so I just printed it back out. And yeah, so let me just... And I haven't like put this together yet, so I was saving it for stream. You get stream content, guys. Gotta do anything for Twitch is on my Amazon, right? Papa Bezos. Alright. There you have it. A nice little car trophy, and I believe this is the last one. So I'll just plop this in. Yeah, the rest should be okay. Open a real-life trophy store. I can do 3D printed trophies. Not so much with real trophies, though. A 3D printed trophy store IRL. I'm already struggling with like organizing everything when it's in this like enclosed building. I don't think I would do well in like an actual building. Film. Like, having a physical place would require me to, like, have a little bit of something called money. And at the current state, I am currently losing money. You know, I did pay my sales tax today. I'll say that. Like, I got another angry email from the California Department of, like, Taxes and Fees saying, hey, you gotta pay your taxes before December 31st. So I sucked it up and was like, okay, I'll pay all my taxes. And so for every, like, kit I sell, I have to pay a set amount of tax that I collect from the client. Now, here's the thing. For some reason, I didn't calculate the tax correctly or something, because I ended up having to pay about $100 more than what I owe. And that was weird because, you know, sales tax usually gets calculated by, you know, where it came from, which was Los Angeles. So everything was calculated with Los Angeles. And I was like, why am I not being... Why is there a difference between what I have to pay and what I owe? So I looked through it, and it you know, just so happens that Shopify calculated the taxes incorrectly. Because A, I remember when I didn't charge Bellum that tax for that, so I had to subtract that from that total. And also, I had to basically look into how it calculated it. It basically calculated it from where the customer bought it. So some of my customers were in, like, Orange County and Santa Ana, and those tax rates were different. They were lower. So I had to go through all this math to calculate how much tax I owed just to, like, save the $100. But, like, the government took my money. I mean, it wasn't my money, it was the government's money, but I still had to pay it back. And that was, like, the first round of taxes. It was, like, a huge mess. I can't believe I had to do that, like, for every single fiscal year. And that wasn't even my regular taxes, too. I still have to do those. Which is crazy. Taxes, that's the worst part. Yeah, no, it's nuts. But yeah. The government wants their money. Alright, so I've finished the trophies, now I have to work on this ender. I worked on this before, I think. But this was the one with the new spider nozzle. But I didn't really, like... Right, I stopped doing it because I was missing some washers. And I have to put some washers on, just so that when we test this thing, it doesn't explode in my face. I will do them for you, just put your SSN and DOM in the chat. I can give you my date of birth. My birthday is on May 1st, 2002. Which isn't that much of information to protect anyways. This also means I'll be turning 21 in 5 months. But also, SSN I can't give out, right? I'll just, like, dox myself to infinity and beyond. Alright, all the trophies are complete. I can go deliver them. Whatnot. The first one should be for... This one should be for... Oh. The one with more is for the high school. Yeah, okay, this one's for the high school. Let me just mark it as the high school box. The whole time. I can't get over how recent 2002 sounds versus how old you are. Hey, I was born in 2002. Not that old yet. You were born after 9/11. Yes, I was born after 9/11. That is a fact. I need a pen. Why do I not have a pen in here? Of all things. Got a pen. I was in the bar for 2002. I was, like, in 2nd grade. The kid was 2 in 2002. That means I'm like about the same age as a kid. All right. 2 DVHS. The other one will be CPP out. taxes because I don't want to know how much money I lost during like last year, which is it's a fair amount of money. Oh, did we get a follower while it was out? Thank you to Black Beyond Killer 7 for the follow. Are you my father, Kandarsa? Alright, time to fix this thing up now. I just need to add some washers, see how many washers it takes to make up for the damages. And then replace it with screws, which my screws are somewhere. Where did I put the screws? Oh, they're right here. Washer counting. Yeah, I have to count washers. You know, I was gonna do a stream for inventory organization because I have so much crap. Like, there is some bags and like USPS boxes back here. Like, it's crazy how all over the place they are. Okay. Oh. And I also have to fix Belty too, because Belty's been out of commission for a long time. Alright, let me just grab my screwdriver. Like, this Belty, I think, needs another layer of NPA. Have you ever dropped a 3D printer? Yes, I have. Yes, I have dropped a 3D printer before. Alright, I don't know how many washes I need. But basically, I think I need this to be, like, lower than the nozzle itself. Because I think, like, last time it was, like, smashing the bed. Wow, there's a lot of dust on this. Where'd my duster go? How many washers does it take to raise this high enough so that it doesn't hit it? You guys can't probably see this. I don't think you want to see this. It's a little bit boring. The process. It's just me putting washers on. Me putting washers on this thing. Well, I'm gonna open it and we'll start counting. Like, I probably should have bought spacers, not washers, because this will be a very janky setup. Okay, let's do... You see, Bellum, I was considering that. I was considering putting some spacers. But I was like, maybe counting washers would be more fun. This is not going to be fun. I should have started from the back. Alright, let's try 10 washers. How's the balance of, like, music to me talking, guys? I think the music's a little blaring here, but on Streamlabs it says it's fine. Okay, I think it should be 5 washers per side. I did not know washers were this thick. Oh my goodness! Thank you for the 100 pit spell. Yeah, washers are quite chunky. Sounds good. Okay, if you say so. Let's do 4 washers then. I have to hold 8 washers on 2 screws at the same time while, or screwing it on. I need to raise this up first. Whoa. I wonder if you can see bit totals, like how many bits each person donated, as a statistic on Twitch. I want to see how close Bellum is to Kitty Matcha. I think I got it. Oh. This is the most janky setup I've ever seen. I think this is gonna be my traveling 3D printer. I'm gonna like take this 3D printer to places it's never seen. I guess it works. Or maybe I'll have to print a custom spacer for it. Because this thing is a little wobbly, but I don't think that matters. Well, looks very janky from here. I think it'll work though. If not, if it's not four washers, I'll have to like increase the washer amounts. Let's see. Ooh, it was just right. Oh, 4 washers is exactly right. Wow, okay. Okay. Okay, that is a bit impressive. I know you guys can't see how close this is, but it's pretty dang close. It's pretty dang close. Alright, let me see if I can level this thing. And I gotta see if we can print a benchy. These washers did the trick. Although I could probably have printed some spacers for it. Okay, while that's doing that, I'm gonna prepare my next task, which is to construct 5 of the controllers. Or let me just go ahead and organize all my PCBs first. Let's do a PCB unboxing. So I think that's fun. I've got a lot of PCBs that I need to sort that are just scattered around my room. And I need to like label them and that stuff. Still a little bit of PCB organization. Alright, I have my label maker. I have scissors. Alright, now I have to go around my room and find exactly how many PCB boxes I have. Alright, let me just go ahead and take a look at these first. I will open all of them. I have some right here. Actually, I saw some. These are the ones I need to put together today. These are the RF modulated mini controllers. So those PCBs, and I need the rubber bands. Where'd the rubber bands go? Okay, here they are. I have just put one bag of them. Let's do like yellow rubber bands. Contrast with green. Okay. So I have a lot of PCBs. Let's see exactly like which ones are what first. Oh, the label maker has a label. Yes! Yes! I think we did that on stream actually. Label maker. Because we need to know what it is. Okay. Let's take a look at what these PCBs are first. Do a little bit of PCB review. You know? Alright. Nice, comfy little tabletop stream here. And me like leveling the 3D printer on the side. So I'll go ahead and unbox all these and then wrap a rubber band around each of them. And that'll be that. And I'll see exactly how many I have because I have a ton. Like I have a ton of PCBs dating all the way back from when I first started streaming back in July of 2021, I think. It's almost coming on 2 years of streaming. But dating all the way back to there, when I first did not know how to design a PCB at all, and now I am designing PCBs every week. There are 6 PCBs in this little collection here. Actually, let me turn off the music for a second. Just so you can hear me better. Alright. So we're doing a little PCB unboxing. Yippee. Okay. So, in this box of PCBs, we have... Ooh! Take a look at this, guys. It's a bunch of stickers. Cheers to 2023. Free gift from JLC PCB. I know someone who would really like this. So, free stickers from JLC PCB. And then we have a bunch of PCBs down here. A bunch of foam. Okay. Let's take a look. So these are all prototypes. I didn't order any of these in fall. Like, these PCBs cost me around $30 in total. Shipping costs like $20, so it was like a $50 order of PCBs, which is fun. Stickers are fun, Bellum. Stickers are fun. I'm gonna be like toggling or playing with this thing on the side, just seeing exactly where it homes and whatnot. So just ignore the whirring of printer noises on the side. But we're gonna open these one by one. Just see what they are. I'll do this one first. This one is the fun one. This one is the upgraded Blinky Learner 2 PCB. It's the largest one of the group, and this is the redesign that I made because I didn't like the fact that the LEDs weren't switching up correctly. Now, I don't have high confidence in this thing actually working on the first try, which is why I only ordered 5 of these. But if they work properly, then the LED should not be switching anymore. Or, like, it'll fix the issue of, you know, when you press the button, it actually would toggle. So, these are the Blinky Learn 2 PCBs, pretty good quality. I think they got everything on there, which is like, very on par for JLC PCB, but, you know, if they don't get it on there, it's usually my fault. But they do, so it's good. We're gonna put these together, maybe put one of these together later on, see if it actually works or not. Motion, axis, move Z. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just start a print because that looks pretty dang good of a leveling there. So there's no filament, so I can't start a print, but I'll put filament in and then we'll start a print. So I'm gonna key tag this PCB with BL2 because this is the newest version here. 2 rubber bands to constrain it in 2 directions of freedom. Okay, here we go. And then just put a label here. I'm gonna label this BL2. BL2 new. Okay. Nice little label on here now. I'll turn back up the music now that that's finished. So it gets a little silent in here, you know, without the music. Alright. So let me put some filament in this thing. And then we can make it print something and see if it works. Give some white filament, because white filament is standard for testing out if your crap works or not. Because you can see white. Oh, it broke. This is not good. Wait, this song isn't Wait, this song is copyrighted, right? Why is it in the no copyright playlist? Or did Alan Walker not copyright faded? I can't hear it? It's good. It's okay, I haven't copyrighted. You can't hear the music, huh? That's weird. Anyway, the music's faded by Alan Walker, which is, I think it's copyrighted, am I right? Mr. Bellum? Is the DMCA gonna be after me? I can also give rights to Logwalk Puffer to play my music during his streams. Thank you, Canarsa, thank you. Alright. Bellum, twitter.com, Alan Walker status. Oh, what is this? Quick, Bellum, let's flag him. Faded is not copyright. Are you trying to monetize it? That's really funny. That's pretty funny. Quick, Bellum, let's flag him. No, don't feed me to the algorithm. I wonder what happens if you try to actually monetize Faded. Because I know it's in every, like, really crappy rhythm game that I've ever seen. So I was like, they're not paying Alan Walker for this, are they? This filament's really crappy. I haven't used it in a long time. Okay. I got it in. It's like screwed in now. Come on, Chris. Twitch mods checking your stream is more viewers. True, true. You've got a point. More viewers is always a good thing. But I'm not gonna have viewers afterward if they choose to ban me. Okay. Filament inserted. Let's go ahead and crank up the temperature. Alright, back to the PCB unboxing. Alright. Second PCB on the list is... Oh, this one's my friends. I do bulk PCB ordering for my friends so they can save on some shipping. And this one is theirs. So I will leave this package for them, actually. I will be a good friend. I won't unbox this. I will leave this for them. Alright. The next one. Ooh, these are my minis. These are the Arupot minis. These are the fixed ones, because the previous version of them had really bad ones. So they're the tiny version of the Arupot that I made because the other one was taking too much of a footprint, and I wanted one for, like, drones. So this one is designed for drones. And the P2PM goes directly into the V-in port of the Arduino, which I originally wanted. So, that's good. Are those PCBs pre or post via? These are post via. Wait, what do you mean pre or post via? Or via? Or I don't know how you pronounce it. I know the KiCad ones, they fill them in pretty nicely, but if I design it using Altium, they don't fill it in for some reason. Or I don't know if they changed how they make the PCBs, because I saw an option in JLC PCB in which you can choose to have it via or not, so I don't know. I bullied you into your first via is all I'm saying. Hey, these are the brand new ones. These are the ones I ordered like last month, so these are post via. We're talking about that, I see. So this is the Arupot Mini. Arupot APM. Yeah, Kanarsa Bell, you guys were like there for my journey on learning how to do PCB design. It's been a long time since like that first initial, hey, let me use Altium to design my PCBs. And then I switched over to KiCad. Very fun. I will let you know when we've gotten to like the previous stage. I assume Bellum was here for BB's first printer. Who's BB? My first printer was actually a JG Magic that broke down after I used it for like 2 months. And then the printer that Bellum first came to the stream was actually my first printer. Like baby's first step. Oh, I see. Yeah, Bellum was here for my first printer that I took like 7 days to do, and that one was fun. Bellum was here for the start. Yeah, before I did printers, I did a lot of software stuff. Because I made my own Twitch bot. I think from 0 to 50, from 0 viewers, or 0 followers to 50 followers, my first ever project was that Twitch bot, which is no longer in use because Twitch changed their API, and it's kind of garbage. So, it was because I was like, I don't have points, I'm not affiliate, but I still want to give my viewers something to do. So I made a Twitch bot that would have its own point counting system and its own database, and that was my first ever project, and then I linked it to a Discord bot because I thought, oh hey, it's probably fun to do. So, even before that, in July, I was working in my garage, and I didn't have this whole nice setup. I was working in my garage, and I was working on the Hyperloop pod, the PCBs for the Hyperloop pod, because they didn't have the actual pod back then. So, it's been a nice little. I think Bellum saved his first interaction with chat. That VOD's not there anymore, but I am saving the VODs from here on out. 48306, a historic moment. I gotta watch this again. Oh, the old interface, the old stream chat. Amazing. And I had the B too. Bellum's first ever message. I gotta rewatch this. I think this is about the time where I got affiliate too. Look at the underside of my desk. It was so empty. Bellum's first stream interaction. Memories, good memories. Hello. Yes. It's so empty compared to what it is now. All right, the next PCB is. Oh, this was the RC driver PCB. This is the RC driver PCB that I made so that you can control all 4 wheels independently of each other, because the previous one didn't have that capability because it wasn't connected to all 4 PWM pins. But yeah, this one is the one with that capability. Oh, look. Yes, that was the first ever interaction. Alright. RC driver PCB. RC driver. This one is actually the updated one, right? RCD and then the new. Or V2. I'll let you guys see this. First time chatter, welcome Bellum. How did you find my stream? Was that literally the next line of what I said? Honestly, like that was back when like every single one of my stream viewers was someone I knew, and I think like the majority of my stream viewers right now are like someone I know. So nothing really big has changed there. When was Chris's first printer? It was like a couple months before streaming too, I believe. Like, I remember, I just got into engineering when I started streaming about. So, like, everything I've done in my engineering journey has been from stream. Or has been documented in some way, some form. Like, not logged into history because the VODs have been deleted, but I'm gonna, you know, from here on out, I'm gonna upload it, and hopefully we'll get some more fun stuff in the future. My first printer was about 6 months before stream though, and that one like broke down. So I was like, okay, I probably need to buy like an Ender, and that was when the addiction began. So a year ago. Yeah, I would say about a year. No, 2 years. Oh, a year and a half ago. Year and a half. I've been streaming for a year and a half. So actually 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. I've been streaming for a year and a half. And the second anniversary is coming up. Actually, has it been the second anniversary? Yeah, because like it was like Bellen's 1 year anniversary on the channel like a month ago. Before that, you were a pro musician. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel in which I used to make music and post this stuff onto, and that was a cool little project. But like I grew tired of making music, honestly, because I was actually kind of bad at it. So I dropped that, and I became pro engineering. Brain fog hitting Chris. I think, I don't know if I ever talked about this on stream. I keep saying that today because I guess today's like a just chatting / I'm doing things on screen. But one of the reasons why I quit playing music was because I didn't like the fact that it was so subjective in the way that it really depends on like what other people think that you're good at. Like, I was born into a like stereotypical Asian family in which your parents had to make you learn music from a very young age, that kind of thing. I took so many music lessons, so many Chinese lessons, so many attempts for me to play sports lessons, all for a good cause, but then I realized I don't like the fact that there's like not one right way to play music. Like, something that sounds good to someone doesn't for someone else, kind of thing. And it's like less of that in engineering, and that's why I switched. And I was like, it's more guaranteed, you know? Really? Then why are you not a surgeon yet? I was considering medical too, but like I was like, you know, like I feel like with my skills and my coordination, I would never make it as a surgeon. So that's why I'm here. Better for me to become a pro Twitch streamer rather than become a surgeon, to be honest. These are my Autopot. Ooh, the Autopot Telecars. So these are for controlling the ESC and the motor on Ackerman steering RC cars. These are like Autopots, but it has like a bottom area. Well, the back's pretty interesting. It's like the Autopot, except it has a bottom area for a speed servo and a turn servo when connected to it by an ESC. Don't know if you can see that, but I don't think there's enough light on it. So much dishonor. My parents aren't that strict. I mean, I don't think they ever wanted me to become a doctor. Really. I mean, I wouldn't want myself to become a doctor. That'd be, like, very scary. I can't even drive. Autopot Telecar. Someday Chris will drive. Someday. 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 Okay, oh. Just realized this was heating up this entire time. Motion. Axis. Extruder. Is it extruding something out? Oh, it did not. This thing is quite deep. So apparently this thing can extrude things out at like 200 something millimeters per second. It's a very powerful extruder. Let's put it to the test. Okay, so it's extruding white stuff out, which means I can go ahead and start printing. 3D initialization failed. No media. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, Chris, you got a USB... Chris, get a USB cable on your printers? How many times do I have to bully you before I realize I'm right? I have so many printers, I don't think I want to, like, connect all of them with a USB cable. I need a PC first, you know? Like, I'm streaming on a tiny little laptop in the corner of the room with the microphone stretched out here, and I can barely do exercise in my own room without playing the stream. I mean, Bellum's been bullying me into trying to get me to get the Canon web software, and let me tell you, I do have that thing. I do have the EXE downloaded onto my computer. I just haven't installed it yet. Media inserted. Oh boy. Okay. This is the issue in which the media is not reading. It's not reading the USB drive. I have unused PCs. Oh man. So much quieter now, huh? I think I have to download some new firmware into this thing. Oh wait, no. There's no files in this thing. Right, there's no files in this thing because I like erased them all to put firmware in. Okay. I have to like slice a belty, put a belty into this thing. Okay, I'll do that later. But I know filament's coming out smoothly, which is the good part of all this. I'll do it after I unbox the rest of these. A 2x 7700T, which would be fine for printers. Does it come with Windows? You got a pile of Windows licenses. How do you have a pile of Windows licenses, Kandarsa? This is the last PCB, by the way. This is the custom one I made for a project of mine. Where's the opening for this thing? He grew the other part. What are you, a cop? No, but like I'm just interested. Like, how do you have that many Windows licenses? Hi, Petrocori. A fat stack of licenses. Yeah, Kanarsa's fat stack of licenses. Are they physical licenses? This one is actually pretty fun. This one's actually pretty fun. I don't know. You can't even see his PCBs half the time, I bet, because the camera doesn't like pick them up well. But these are fun. I was actually kind of proud of this PCB because it's supposed to be able to like transfer like 5 amps through. So I'll test these out and like take a look. Alright. Yeah, they have the stickers and envelopes. Put 5 amps through one right now. Hey, I don't want to test my theory just yet. Can't show a picture. I can't show a picture, yes. I'll put a picture of this one. I'll put a picture of the PCBs afterwards. If I remember. Hello, Car Jetson. So all 6 of my PCBs are made. I'm gonna put them here. Now I'm gonna move on to unboxing some of the PCBs that I should have unboxed like when they came here, but I didn't. So this thing, these are my RF Moduli controllers. These are my beloved RF Moduli controllers, and I have 50 PCBs right here. I think this is 50. I have 30 PCBs right here. So it means I can make 30 controllers. I need to make 5 controllers as rewards for the Arduino workshop, so I'll do that later on. And each of those will probably take me like a billion years to actually put together because these boards are kind of huge. But I will unbox them just for show. These are like pretty large PCBs too. They're like very hefty. Here we are. Fat stack of PCBs. These are all PCBs for controllers that I'm making. Look at that. So I need to make 5 of them later on, but that's for right now. I gotta find a way to put rubber band around it. That's a triple $sign stack of PCBs. I think this itself was like $20 of PCBs. Ignoring shipping. It's quite hefty amounts, I will say. Modular controller for general robotics. I know you don't have nanos for all of those. I do have nanos for all of them, Kandarsa. You know what? I'm going to show you right now that you're wrong. I have a lot of Arduino Nano / Pro Micros I bought just as a backup in case things go wrong. This box used to be all the way full of Arduino Pro Micros. I have like 50 to 60 left over from like the workshop, but this box used to be chock full of them. There were 120 Arduino Pro Micros here, plus I still have the ones that don't have the bootloader flash from AliExpress. So I have like about 160 Arduino Nanos total in my stockpile right now. Chris Dead's back. Nice round edges. Oh, thank you, Patrick Corey. Yeah, so my style is round edges because I like stabbing myself with them. Like these, the one my friend designed. Where'd it go? Wait. Where are the PCBs? Oh, right here. The one my friend designed, and by the way, the friend is Ad Sandwich, so if Ad Sandwich comes here, you know who to like blame for this. Ad Sandwich made this PCB. He likes sharp corners. I like round edges because I don't stab myself with them. So a story of when I first started designing PCBs was that I designed them with sharp corners like everybody else did. I made mounting holes, all that. You know, mounting holes are important because you put them on crap. I stabbed myself with one and I began bleeding, and that was when I knew I should make round corners. It's a pretty boring story, but 0.2-inch diameter round corners save lives. So that's the story of that. But I have enough Arduino Nanos to make like a lot of controllers if necessary. PCB knife. Yeah, they're pretty sharp. So I have a lot of stuff in the inventory. Like, I have a huge spreadsheet of everything that I own, and I don't think it's updated yet. Like, I remember when Niacy helped me do some during the summer, but I don't think has been updated since then. Because Niacy hasn't been back, and I had a lot more stuff. So yeah. Story of the stuff in my room. I would totally buy a Lock Fafa PCB knife. Do you want like what? Do you want like LEDs on the knife or something? His knife would have round edges. That is funny. I might actually do that. Moduli. There's 30 here. I do think I have some other RF Moduli boards around, but I gotta go find them. Because everything is so scattered around this room, it's crazy. It would be the I think I would actually need a knife with round edges because I can't even handle a knife. I cut myself so many times with X-Acto knives. It's like not even funny. Alright. So, I've labeled the RF modulize. They're pretty good. Now I need to like go find the rest of my PCBs that I have not unboxed yet because I have a lot of them. Starting with, so these PCBs are just like out in the open. I have some of the old Arduino Pro Micros that kind of don't work because I messed the PPM up with them, so they like kind of heat up. We have the RC driver PCBs. The original RC drivers had this like silkscreen text on the bottom, which indicated like what there was on the PCB. These work, just not well. There's only like room for one enable pin, and they're all connected together. So if you don't want that, you kind of have to do a little bit of mechanical stuff. You know. I also have some of these voltage regulator PCBs. These PCBs, which I have not unboxed yet, come as a part of an SMD kit you can buy for like $10. Pretty cheap. It just regulates voltage. It's a utility PCB, so it's like what we covered during the last workshop. I have some of these PCBs left over from like last semester, and then I have a bunch of Blinky Learner ones. Blinky Learner. I think these are both 30? Yeah, 60 Blinky Learner 1 PCBs. So yeah, I have to unbox those, bag those, and I have to go over my room and find all the other JLC PCB boxes that I have just lying around. There's one over here. Okay, there's one over here. And mind you, I don't know what's in each of these. So I'll just like leave it in a pile over here until I can find room for them. Okay, there's one over here, I think. This is a sorting stream. His coerced labor probably walked out on him. Physical Factorio. I have my hot plate over here. And more PCBs over here. I think those contain broken PCBs. I have another box of PCBs over here. I have a fridge over here. PCBs? No. I have more PCBs over here. I have another box like nested in there somewhere. I should like get rid of these PCB boxes. Really. Oh, this one's heavy. Oh, this contains 100 Blinky Learner 2 PCBs I'll never use. This is the order of Blinky Learner 2s that I kind of messed up on, but they do work. They do work for a soldering workshop. So the smelters need coal. You're low on biter chewing up your power. Oh, and I have one more over here, and I think that's it. I don't think I have any more orders of PCBs after this one. All right. Oh, oh! I found my taxes from last year over here. Okay. A lot of legal documents over here. I probably should not show on screen. I want to install LED lights on all corners of this room. I dropped something. I can't find it though. Oh, I found it. It's so dusty in here. Okay. Alright, any more PCBs? Don't think so. You know what? I'll give some of these PCBs away to Bellum and Kundarson, Team Kittykin, whoever else wants them, because I know one of these boxes contain like a bunch of PCBs I'll never use. They're like manufacturing defects. They're not really manufacturing defects. They're me defects. Basically, I screwed up. But okay. I'm gonna put them on Belty until I can sort them. Okay. So... like, they write Blinky Learner 2 on the box to indicate that that's what it is. That's really cool. I wouldn't show us the SSN. I wouldn't use SSN Bellum. I hear he owes taxes. I also owe debt. So if you want my SSN and you want to steal my identity, you can have like all the debt I owe. I'm saying this in a very joking manner. Don't actually like take it. OG, thanks, but I can't take it in PCBs. I'm washing my hair this weekend. What does that have to do with, like, hair? No, so you gotta do another, another, like, unboxing soldering PCB stream, like, later. I put the old voltage regulator PCBs in this bag. I don't get the joke either. So these are the old Arduino Pro Micro Minis, whatever you want to call them. They're not that, great. I'm gonna throw the trash away first. Hold on. I was letting him down easy. I mean, you guys did have Blinky Learner 1, right? I didn't give y'all Blinky Learner 1, the first version of all this stuff. Where the madness started. Three is coming up very shortly. I still have to like look over the development of that. He was threatening me with non-functional Blink PCBs. No, like, look, they function. They just don't have like the silk screen label that tells you where everything is. That's the only problem. Otherwise, they work properly. You can build a pseudo armor out of that. I just watched a bunch of old, like 8086s EUC go at the scrap smelter and no room for more stuff. Oh man. Alright. Let me go ahead and package these up real quick so I can go ahead and do the other ones. So these are the A Pro Micros old. I think the label on this one might be longer than the actual PCB itself. Rocket League break? Okie doke. Have fun in Rocket League, Canarsa. RC drivers. Oh my goodness. Three. So Cessna soldering kits. Oh, hi, V-Great! Okay, V-Great's here, guys. V-Great's here. V-Great is here. I gotta do 6 push-ups. I am sorting my PCBs. My pile of way too many PCBs. Like, there's PCBs over there, there's PCBs over here, there's PCBs over there. There's PCBs everywhere in this room. This is not the fitness stream yet. This is not the fitness stream. I'll let you guys know when it is. Did you see the Smith family? Yes, I saw their kids' solder kits. Oh, solder kits. Funny joke. Funny Positron joke. Alright. Here's my attempt at 6 push-ups. And by the way, there's no space here to do push-ups. Like, I have to move stuff around to get this here. I think Bellum, no, Bellum is like always here. Alright, 6 push-ups. Here we go. I did 3 earlier. And it felt like I was going to die. So... Oh my god, that room is atrocious. Yeah, I know! I can't move in this room. It's like, there's stuff everywhere. Alright, here we go. I'm doing my best to, like, clean it up right now, but, like, even with my attempts, it's still horrendous. Here we go. 6 push-ups. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh. that was atrocious. 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 Oh my goodness, my arms are my arms are in pain. Oh my goodness. I feel like my head's gonna explode. Looks effortless though. It was not effortless, V-Crate. Like, that was hard. That was like incredibly difficult. Okay. He's a pro. No, I'm not. Anyways, I am currently sorting all of my PCBs, which I have a lot of. And we're taking a trip back down memory lane because some of these PCBs I haven't looked at since, like, I started designing them back when I started streaming for the first time. Alright. And this PCB is my newly designed SMD soldering kit that sells for like $10. So if you want to do some SMD soldering, come on, focus. It's not gonna focus, but here it is. You can like pawn it like a card too. Alright. So there's 30 here, plus some more over here. I have to make cases for these too. I just realized I don't have cases for these. Hello. Okay. Someone actually has ordered this. Like, I thought no one was gonna order this because of how simplistic it was, but someone actually has ordered this. So I have to make a few of them soon. Voltage regulator utility PCB. So it's VRU. VRU. This was actually an option for people who like the soldering workshop, and they wanted to expand on their capabilities and, you know, build a PCB. So, or a more complicated PCB, because this is SMD components, so you gotta be more precise. So someone actually has ordered this, thank goodness, so I didn't waste my money. But yeah. The next Hyperloop soldering workshop is Blinky Learner 3, which is in production right now. I have a team working on it. Okay, I'm happy for you, man. Thank you, V-Great. Thank you. Orders are great, but it's also a little scary at times because I gotta make them and all. And like the post order of like, will they like it? Will they not? I'm also thinking of selling soldering kits soon, because I think that's something that is in demand, and a lot of people would like having a soldering iron. I think I'm gonna price it as cheap as possible. I think about like $10, which is really cheap for a soldering kit. But I'm gonna work with, like, you know, China and Chinese suppliers to get that made. All right, these are the Blinky Learner ones. I think V-Grade has one of these. Everyone I know, I gave at least one of these kits to. So V-Grade has one, At Sandwich has one, Bellum has one, Condarsa has one. And I think I have to make a bunch of these for the rewards this semester. So, there's like 50 of these boards here, I believe. 60 of these boards here. Blinky Learner 1 is what really started it all. This was like one of the, like, biggest workshops on campus, and I think it took a lot of money to actually get this workshop running. I think the Blinky Learner 1 took $1,000, Blinky Learner 2 took $2,000, mainly because the amount of participants doubled. When we did the soldering workshop for the first time, we had 34 people, and for the second time, we had about 70, 80. So it cost like twice as much to hold the workshops. But, and a PCB knife. What month will it be on? Let me check that, actually. I don't have the schedule memorized yet, but I have it on a spreadsheet somewhere. Alright. Like, I was just working on that because I have to write a whole, like, proposal for it and everything. People are asking me when these things are. It's my last semester here, so I have to make sure it's, like, as complex and advantageous and, like, ambitious as possible. That's my goal. Because I want to, like, leave a mark, you know? Because it's fun. It's fun to always leave a mark. Alright. Okay. You ready? You ready to be great? So, there are 6 lab workshops. 6 workshops that'll take me absolute pain to do. Circuit construction is going to be on February 17th, 2/17. 3D printing is going to be on March 10th, 3/10. Soldering is going to be on March 24th, so 3/24. And then the week after that is going to be spring break. So we have Internet of Things. I am making a whole IoT kit for the students and doing everything like that. That's going to be on the 31st. There's flight control workshop. I'm going to do a workshop on drones. That's going to be on April 7th, 2023. And then the Arduino workshop, the final one, is going to be on April 21st. And then in between them, we'll have like lecture type workshops where it's going to be like just us talking and everything. Oh, I see chat on my screen like the very far corner there, but I feel like although in terms of supply and demand, low price goods are good, but like keeping that up just risks you losing a lot of revenue. I'm already losing a ton of revenue because honestly the school doesn't, like, there's not a lot of money for these events. Like, that's why you don't really see these things happen, because, you know, you don't really get sponsors for them. But, you know, expanding outwards, I did make a deal with another high school, and I have some, like, clients I'm working for after I graduate. So I feel like if this kind of idea keeps on going, then you can make it, like, higher priced based on supply and demand. I think in total, the amount of money I lost so far is over 2,000. But it's for good cause. I'm very scared to do my taxes this year because I know it's going to be a hit in my wallet. Like, I've been, like, avoiding that for a while. So you need a lifestyle manager and a business manager. I was actually really considering getting an accountant to, like, help me with all my financial stuff. I was going to make Nayasi do it, but I don't think she wants to. Will the school pay for my plane ticket? If Bellum makes it over here, that'd be incredible. He'd be like, who's that? It's Bellum. I won't know who Bellum is. I don't know what he looks like. Bellum's like my #1 fan of all time. More coerced labor. Yes. Basically, how it's gonna work, because I've been making like kits, all these myself. Instead of having myself make it, I'm making like the entire Hyperloop team do it. So that I don't have to pay for labor, I don't have to pay for handling, I can just make Hyperloop do all that, and they'll do it for free, so we save more money. And like, you know, people were actually willing to help me make these kits, which I was really surprised about, because I know like people are busy and all, but yeah. Blinky Learner 1. BL1 is still complete. Blinky Learner 1 is still good. Oh, it also has the diode that we spent an hour putting on that one screen. I think maybe we'll do April the 7th. Ooh, April the 7th is a fun one, be great. It's drones. We're doing flight control. So we're gonna need all the help we can get. It's like my one big thing I'm gonna do before leaving. Also the mini Hyperloop competition that I'm going to run. Basically, we don't have a Hyperloop competition anymore, so I'm gonna make my own. And you know, impose some people on doing it. Panarsa Redeem, do 3 sips. Do 3 sips. Who is the random 27-year-old? You know, Bellum, here, listen to this. You know, I don't think that will be a problem, because, to be real honest, I don't know half the people that come to the workshops. Like, or maybe like 70 to 75% is just random 20 to 30-year-olds that I don't know. I do recognize some of them because they're reoccurring students, so they come again and again, which is really fun and entertaining, actually. But there are random 27 to 30-year-olds all the time, and I don't say a thing because it's a free workshop. It's open to everyone. Bro, no worries, you're not the only one. Friday night, yeah, they're all Friday nights. Actually, that one's probably gonna be Friday afternoon, just because we have to do it outside. But you know, about that time, right? Canarsa redeem, do 5 pull-ups for 5,000 points. I don't even have pull-ups on my rewards, but Canarsa. I went there once and he didn't know who I was. I didn't know who V Great was, you know, until like. When was the first time I actually realized who you were? I think Ad Sandwich introduced me to you, and that was when. I think it was the final workshop, or close to the final workshop. I'm not sure. I gotta plan my trip then. Yes, plan your trip. All right, Blinky Learner 1 first stack is done. I have to do another stack of Blinky Learner 1s. Apparently, like one wasn't enough. So for every workshop next semester, actually, like I've been planning this for a long time now, and there's a lot of, you know, like logistics and planning and getting people to do things that come into this, like that you know, people. It's really weird because it's kind of like front end and back end in coding. I got to make this analogy because otherwise I wouldn't know how to explain it. Where the front end looks beautiful, right? It's like a user interface. The front end is like people going to the workshops. They don't actually know how much effort and how much pain and suffering goes behind each of them. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just saying this because it's true. And like back end is where like all hell breaks loose. And basically for like that final workshop last semester, like all hell broke loose. And it was incredible. It was an incredible experience because like we got the cars done, but it was just like there was danger and it was kind of scary hosting it and not knowing what had happened. Basically, what happened during the Arduino workshop, and I haven't told anyone about this yet. Basically, what happened was, so Arduino workshop was split into two portions. It was me teaching the class thing, and then the students playing with the cars afterwards. And I remember. The cars weren't ready. The things that students were like playing with weren't ready because the PCBs had just come in that day. So what happened was that while I was giving the lecture, I think a group of like 15 to 17 people, led by Ad Sandwich, were making the cars like at the same time. They had like a whole soldering assembly line set up. I got there at like 4:45. I had to teach at 5. And basically while I was teaching, someone from upstairs ran over and at the door told me to slow down. Helka Industries, thank you for the follow. And it was really funny because I was teaching, I saw that, and I was like, oh, they're still not done yet. And so I went on like a long rant about how the prices of Arduinos have been increasing over the past years. And, you know, eventually, like, things worked out in the end. It's like coding, yeah. Imagine if Bellum comes and none of us know. I wouldn't know. I honestly would not know unless Bellum texted me because, I don't know what he looks like. I don't even know what he sounds like, because like half the time that's what gives it away, and the other half the time I'm just like, I just don't know what's going on. I'm telling you that some people like come up to me in the hallway and go, hey, I know you, and I have no idea who they are. And they know me either from my voice, they know me from the workshops, they know me because they've seen me around, they know me because other people tell them about me, and so it's kind of scary. Bellum would send a text saying, nice shirt, bruh. And this person just stares at you the entire time. Yeah. Yeah, no, like, some people do that. Some people do that. I get a shirt with LOL on it. Well, noted. I will look for a person with a shirt with LOL on it. And I'll be like, that's Bellum! Alright, second stack of Blinky Learners is done. I'm just making sure that I don't have any more PCB cases. Which I don't, but like, you can never be too sure. I have to clean out this room sometimes. The day I move out is going to be the best day, because that'll be the day in which all this stuff will get moved to like a different location. Which, that location will then be trashed. Like this one. I eventually want a warehouse. I think that's my goal. I want to move out this place, get a warehouse, and put all the printers there. And then have like safeguards against. And then do all my videos there too. Because I do want to make YouTube videos at some point, but just not now. We'll have to make your own printer. I want to make my own printer with my own firmware and everything. That'll be fun. I was planning on doing so anyways with my Arduino, and that monoprice over there, that broken monoprice. Blinky Learner ones are in. Now we'll go ahead and see exactly what's in these boxes, because I am not sure. Here we go. This first one is from October 2023, so approximately 4 months ago, and I think this was for the, okay. This one was for the soldering workshop. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, you poor thing. I need to buy a cover for this thing soon. It's gonna get dusty because of misuse. I haven't used this thing yet. Come on, go in. I forgot how like stupid this was to put in. Okay. Arduino Mega Plus Ramsport. Yeah, I have that thing. I was gonna do it like last time, and then I just didn't. These are the Blinky Learner 2s that are actually working, and I believe these are all that's left, and I need to order more. So the Blinky Learner 2s is this box. And so this was the remains from the soldering workshop. I had 100 orders prepared, and I think only like 50 people came. Or like, I had 50 sent out, and then like 25 more were collected later on. So, that was that. And it has like the Hyperloop logo on it too, so I think that was cool. Alright. Like this board is cool, but it has a problem of it not being able to toggle correctly. Bricka Mode, can you do a soldering speedrun any % on one of those PCBs? Oh, how many of you guys were there for the for the macro board speedruns? I remember last year, when I made the macro board and I had to do some assembled ones for people who bought it, I did any % speedruns on the macro boards because I was like, I gotta make like 6 of these, 7 of these, 8 of these, 12 of these, whatever the case might be, and I kind of don't want to anymore because at that point my lungs were, you know, like full of solder fumes, my hands were cramping up because of the heat, secondhand heat, and so I was doing speedruns, and I literally, I think my record was 21 minutes for one of those boards. That was the thing. I'm gonna do it again. But this time it's for the RF Modulate Minis. I still have to make those controllers for the Arduino Workshop winners. So, that'll be quite fun, I think. So, BL2... working. Maybe link to your Twitch stream too. Wait, what was this for? Honestly, bro, maybe raise on Kit's price a bit more, and maybe link to your Twitch stream too. I mean, most people know me from, like, looking at my Discord, because I have it linked to my Discord, so people say, oh, he's streaming stuff, and then they click on it, so that's where a lot of people get that from, and also, for the soldering kits, I don't want to price them too high, because A, Hyperloop, or, like, they won't be able to afford it, you know, first of all, B, I feel bad if they can't afford it, but also that's on my part. I probably should. I don't think of myself first. I think that's the problem. But also because I'm a student, and you know, maybe like when I think I have more experience making these things, I can start pricing them more. But as of right now, I think you know whatever price it is right now. I think for the Blinky Learner 1, it's like $12–15 because it also comes with a 3D printed case. And then Blinky Learner 2 was like $20, which I think was a fine price. And then Blinky Learner 3, I think it's going to go back down to $15, due to like all the parts need to make it. But everything coming together, it's something affordable, something that people can play with. Maybe a good 2–3 hour experience, including the soldering kit. So, Blinky Learner 2 working. And I'm going to say this because I'm going to forget afterwards. I have to go out to the stream. Future Chris, this is the working Blinky Learner 2s. Don't mistake this for the old Blinky Learner 2s, which don't work. That's my statement. Someone clip that. Soldering speedrun, I feel like Fuff will burn his hands. I actually have not burned my hands yet. I'm actually pretty good at soldering. Not to say that's a not to jinx myself or anything. I'm pretty good at speed soldering. With my current setup. Okay, we're gonna take a time machine back to, I don't know when this was, but this is, ooh, I have a sticker. JLC PCB stickers. They make like 3D printing stickers now. I think it's pretty cool. Why my older self thinks I could see that tiny thing in the camera. Wait, Chris watches his streams. Sometimes, because I need to see what the quality is of the stream, right? I need to make sure that you guys aren't like just listening to me talk about nothing for 6 hours straight. Alright. These are the broken Blinky Learner 2s. No. Yes. No. Wait. What are these? This was from October 16th, Blinky Learner 2, quantity 30. Wait. Hold on, these are the broken ones. What are these then? Oh no. These ones here. 1019. Oh. What are these then? I'm not sure what these are. Wait, if these were the broken ones, what are these? Blinky Learner 2 working. Uh-oh. Hold on. I can't distinguish these boards. Because they're all the freaking same. My 29. My 29. Where was the old version then? That's not good. This one was EP6. I don't know what these are. Secretly, oh, thank you for the clip, Okay, future self, ignore older self, they were wrong, these are the broken ones. Hold on, I need to search the other boxes. What is this? Okay, these are the broken ones. Wait, why were they broken? Uh-oh, hold on. I know these are the broken ones because they're the prototypes. Okay, these are the definite broken ones because... Yeah. Because I remember I had to like fudge these to make them work. So this contains the broken ones. What is this box then? When did this box get here? What is going on with this box? Also, from this angle, this belt is really bent. Ugh. That's not good. Uh-oh. I may have to do a belt replacement on Belty later. Oh, that's scary. I don't know if Belty will survive that. Okay. Okay, so if these are the broken ones, then these are the ones that don't have a silk screen on them. And then these ones are something else. Okay, I will put them here. I'll unbox this first. Ah, okay. Okay. Alright. This box is from the summer of 2022, when I was designing stuff. So I have a few boards here I like to showcase. This is my Macro Board V2. Whoa! And these Macro Board V2s are for that little project I was doing with the rotary encoders and the sound voltex boards. And I never finished this project, although I did make one board. So I will put this here, I will categorize it into one of them. I have a couple Blinky Learner boards that I, should make kits out of. I have Arduino Pro. This is the Artipot. This is the default Artipot, which I have to make more versions of. And these are the... Ooh! Canarsa, I finally found a PCB that was pre-VIA. This is my Alexa Sync PCB for an ESP32, an LED, and an NMOS switch. And this one was before Candarsa was forcing me to do like vias. And I didn't even have a... This one was without a polygon port on the back. So these are like vintage vintage lock Fafa PCBs right here. Alright, and I have one PCB for like the PIC microcontroller I was working on. This is a very old PCB. This is an RF Moduli PCB. The really big controller. And I only have one left. Some Blinky learners too. Alright. So this one is done. This one I've categorized. This one is sorted. Let me see. Scarcity, price, uniqueness, bandwagon effect for consumers, etc. All can contribute to making profits. Pelham dedication. Called past Tristan and asked, I'm pretty sure I bullied you, but you did not listen. I mean, half the stuff I do, like, I'm pretty sure I've been in engineering more when I've streamed compared to when I've not streamed, and I've learned more about engineering when I've streamed compared to when I've not streamed, if that makes sense. So half the stuff I learned is from you guys, which is awesome. Alright, so the PCBs behind me are the stuff that I don't know. These in front of me is the ones I do know, and I should probably categorize somewhere. Okay. So these are the macro board V2s, which I haven't seen these in such a long time. They come with like the hot swap keycaps, so that you can change out the keys if you want. And they came with like LEDs too, but I just never finished this design. Macro board V3. This one's V3. Oh, Bellum, remind me before summer comes here for me to transition all my files from Altium to KiCad, because I'm gonna forget and then I'm gonna lose my Altium license and it's gonna be very sad. Macro board V3. And about the price thing, V-Grade, I think I'm going to go ahead and increase the price after I graduate. I think I've said this again, like 2-3 times already, but like, I don't want to do it while I'm as a student because I think that's kind of unfair, you know? V-Grade is continuing the gift sub they got from Bellum128. Wait, does that say it for you guys too? Well, thank you, V-Grade, for the sub continuation. But I'm not sure if I was supposed to read that out loud. Bellum is part of coerced labor. I mean, technically, if you're defining coerced labor as that, Candarsa, you're also part of the coerced labor of teaching me stuff. You need to have fun somehow. You know what? You're right. Twitch actually pays out a good chunk of my income. I have 3 jobs, and I'm considering Twitch as one of the jobs because I have to pay taxes on it, which kind of sucks, but, you know, Uncle Sam's got to get his money somehow. And I'll tell you right now what my earnings are. Actually, I don't even know what my earnings are, but I will let you know, whenever I do my taxes. A good chunk of my income comes from Twitch, which is cool. Not as much as when Kitty Matcha was here, because he was just absolutely insane on donations. But main providers are these days are Bellum, Positron, and everyone who has subbed to me, and Prime subs and all that. So thank you so much. I believe right now on this channel alone there are 17 subs. So per month, that's like if 4 subs gets me $10 per month. Times 4, it's like $40. Actually, that's kind of a lot. Now that I think about it, oh my goodness, I do not deserve this. So I'm just thinking about how I calculate that in my head, and it's like, I think that's like 17 times 2.5 is $42.5, because you get like $2.5 per sub from Twitch. Oh my goodness. And when we throw loud pennies, a hype train is close. Helen says, bro, I don't want to do work, I'd rather do labor work. Please don't say I don't deserve. No, I'm thankful for all my supporters, but like, that's way too much money. And like, that's from gift subs and stuff. I don't have 17 continuous subs per month. But it's quite a lot. I'll let you know. I'll let you know how much it is in total, because I also got to take into account the Streamlabs donations. You guys are keeping my printer line going, my printer addiction going. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. You are a good pro. Thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness, large pennies. Oh, here we go again. I'll let you know that one day when V Great, you and Bellum were like throwing those pennies around, I think in total I got like over $50, which was insane. I started calculating things in terms of like how many printers I can buy, and basically that's like 1/4, like, or 25% of an Ender 3. So just from that one day. Alright. Oh, crap. Should I have printed that out? That's nice. I'm not gonna buy another 3 though. I need to get food. I need to pay for food. I need to like I've been going out way too much with friends lately, and so my wallet's running thin. I need to like pad my bottom line somehow. Smart sync. Oh, Alexa sync. No, Alexa, stop. Oh my goodness. I have made a mistake. 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 Alexa, connect to Bluetooth.
Searching.
Hold on, guys. 1 second.
Now connected to Lenovo laptop.
Alright, music's back. Me just making sure my sync isn't turned on right now. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Let the party continue. People making a hail. Eventually, I'll make a catapult that will hurl 100 actual pennies at me if someone donates that much. That sounds painful. I don't know if I'll do that. Alexa sync. No! No, I did it again! Alexa, stop! Oh god. And now it's not going to play music from Alexa anymore. Okay. Okay. Fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice. Okay. I did not know this song was copyright free. Smart Sync. I'll call it Smart Sync from now on, not to trigger the one who should not be spoken that starts with an A as name. Siri. Siri's not as sensitive as Alexa. I almost did it again. I almost did it again. Chris should get a Lexus Model Sync IMO. I don't know if V-Grade has caught up with the lore of the stream yet. Okay. Background. Story of this PCB, right? So, 2 years ago, actually 2 years ago, my sync broke. I don't know what happened to it. Like, maybe one of the pipes exploded. I don't know, like, what's going on. I built myself this motorized sink, right? It's literally a simple pump that pumps water out of this pail next to my sink, and so I can wash my hands. And I had the smart idea of, originally it was connected to an ultrasonic sensor, so that whenever you walk by it, it would just power up. But I was like, oh, big brain, let me go ahead and make this, you know, A control. I'm just gonna say A instead of name, because now, like, actually... Alexa. Okay, it's deaf. Anyways, so I was like, hey, this would be cool if I connected this sink to Alexa. It would be like a very, very over-engineered sink. So I did. And I was going to make a whole YouTube video on it. It was going to be amazing. It was going to be full of content. But, you know, I never did. So, to this day, that sink is still powered by Alexa. If I say, Alexa, turn on the sink, it will power on. I just say, Alexa, turn off the sink, it'll power off. Connected by ESP32, very funny project. I never fixed it. I thought you might trigger on the bus Alexis versus Alexa. Oh, I didn't even see that. Alexa's just dumb. It's the air filter. Let me just clean it. It's not the air filter. Let me tell you why. So we were gonna hire a plumber to do this whole like cleaning process to figure it out, but their sink broke right as COVID started, and me and my family, we're like very COVID sensitive and whatnot, and like we don't like anything, we like to keep you asleep. We never invited a plumber over because that would be a COVID risk to all of us. That's what we said. So we just never did that. And to this day, like there hasn't been a plumber that has came to my house. We looked under the sink, it seems fine, so. As a thinking engineer, and content. Content is good. Content gets the viewers. The toilet and sink use the same pump because it's not the pipe. I don't know what it is. I haven't bothered to look. But I think the Alexa sink is still pretty funny, so I'm keeping it. RF moduli. He's true streamer. Content. This is the big giant controller I built, inspired by Ad Sandwich's design. Ad Sandwich inspires like half my designs anyway, so. And I stopped making huge controllers because A, it was a waste of PCB, B, because I didn't want to print like a giant thing every single time I had to print something. Bellum, go out there and fix the sink. And also I keep the sink because it kind of triggers Kandarson. It's like very funny. It was my first time learning about ESP32 and making something like smart home control. So that was my first ever experiment, and I was like, oh cool, I can use a breadboard and a proto board to make this happen. Let me go make a PCB out of it. So I made a PCB out of that circuit, and it's been sitting in my bathroom ever since. And the funny thing about that PCB is that it doesn't even fit the ESP32, because I originally used an ESP8266, and I got the dimensions wrong. So I was like, oh crap, I should probably fix the dimensions. So I did. And I never updated the PCB. So the PCB in that room, right now in my other room, is still broken. It's very funny. And hey, we don't have to spend like the $200 it would take to buy, to pay a plumber to fix our sink. We can just keep using the broken sink, which cost me like $10 to build. Triggered. How much itchy you think is a drug fix? This is providing me great entertainment. How about we use a bidet to wash our hands? That could also work. Blinky Learner 1. Ooh, let me tell you my plan for the ground station. So I have to CAD a ground station as a part of my drone project because I'm like halfway through like my senior project, and by the end I have to do all these conferences and whatnot. But I still want to make the ground station. So I had this idea, which was a really crazy and funny idea, but like I would do it because it's funny. So a drone needs to be able to find this ground station, position on top of it, like in the center of it, and then lower itself down to like a landing pad, right? Now I was thinking, we previously used these like fiducial markers, basically just markers that machines and computers can see, called AR markers. Kind of look like QR codes, but like really simple. They don't store a lot of data. Basically just a few bits and bytes of data. Oh. And I was like, okay, I was gonna tape these AR markers down to the ground station, but listen to this. I got this idea while in the shower, and I was like, this might work. Why don't we just make the entire ground station into this huge AR marker sculpture? So it would basically be like an AR marker, like maybe an 8x8 ID0 marker, and we print it out of like white and black filament, and the whole thing would just fit together like puzzle pieces. And when seen from the sky, it would look like an AR marker. And then drones could use it to be able to center themselves and land on the pad. It was like crazy. I was like, this is so funny, I want to do it, because we have to make this thing into like a giant 800mm by 800mm like square and rectangle already for the drones to land on. So I was like, okay, let's do this. I have enough filament, I have enough time, question mark. I just need to like CAD thing on stream, wait the 3 or so weeks to print it off belties, or even they're like tiny little puzzle pieces that like square in because it's like an 8x8 AR marker. So we'll just make the thing, it'll be oriented because all AR markers are oriented, and then basically instead of using like 5 AR markers to be able to like make this machine, we can just use one giant one, which is the ground station itself. Right? Ooh, that would be awesome. and Ad Sandwich will love this. Ad Sandwich will love this. It would be a feat of engineering in itself. It's like fully impractical, by the way, for everything to be 3D printed. But for this to be an AR marker, functional from the sky, like recognizable by a machine, and have itself be the ground station. Basically, it's as if airplanes would land by looking at like a control tower, and the control tower was a big TV screen that told to land. That's what this is. Like, I don't know if this makes sense or not, but like, I want to make this, and I've been holding back on talking about it on stream for a while, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and CAD it tonight. So that's what that is, and that's my genius idea on fixing the ground station issue, because so far, the ground station has been like a topic of heavy discussion inside my project, because the old one doesn't really work anymore, because we've attached the locking mechanism onto the battery cage, which is on the drone, so we've got to use like new measures to be able to do this. And the new measure we thought of was, hey, let's just make the, ground station into a QR code. And, that'll solve all our issues. It'll be, like, fully mechanical, it'll have wireless charging for the drones, it'll have all these little, like, imperfections, but they'll all be, like, put together by puzzle pieces. Like, landing arms, landing grabbers, puzzle piece. It'll be white, it'll be visible from above, looks like a giant AR marker, flush surface, clear skies. But is it actually feasible? How many people will work on this? I have no idea, but it's a pretty funny idea to make the entire ground station into one indicator for landing. So I really want to do it. I already like pre-told everyone that I would like make the CAD model for this thing. So like, I guess I will do it. But to construct it, now let me tell you, the giant wheel of doom that was the battery vending machine. That took about 11 people and 2 months to finish. And that was with me giving them all the blueprints, having them screw like 2,000 screws in. This one's gonna be even more insane. There's gonna be more screws, I'm aiming for 3,000 this time, more parts, more confusion, more electrical shenanigans. It's gonna be insane. And like, we have to get this all done before April. So we have 4 months to do this. 3 months to do this. I will consult some people for the design of the structure, including Ad Sandwich, which he will call me crazy for, but I think it's pretty funny, so I'm gonna do it anyways. Like, my motto of doing engineering projects all throughout college is, A, is it funny? B, will it kind of work? If yes to both questions, do it. And 99% of the time, it has brought me, amount of good luck. So not feasible. We'll see, we'll see. I mean, we just need like a big platform in order for this thing to stand on, right? So we make some strong legs to hold this thing in the air. We make some strong plates, colored plates, and then we just, put this thing together using screws. And if we need to make this thing modular, because each individual, think of it, AR markers, if we use like an 8x8, it's like a chessboard, right? We can even play chess on this thing. Hey, if we make an 8x8 like puzzle piece board, which you can easily remove or like put in new pieces by screws, then basically what you have is you can change the AR marker at will. Like you can change the AR marker design per ground station based on like which ground station you have. So it's an amazing idea. Will it work? I have no idea. Is it funny? Like, in the end, will it make an impact on the project? Will people look at our AR marker ground station and think, hey, that's a giant AR marker, that's pretty funny. I want to join the project and do stuff on it. Publicity stunt, you know? Same as the workshop series. Make it big, make it fun. People will eventually gravitate towards it. And then you can figure out the it'll work part later on, you know? I love the idea. With my experience working with different engineering teams, I would say that it may not even happen, especially since it's college. See, it may not happen unless you get someone to design the entire thing and make it feasible, give all the blueprints to people who will do laborious work, like screwing, and the electronics, and then it'll happen. Like, people have told me that the rotating battery chamber of doom was not possible. We made it possible. Although I do have to, like, resin print a bunch of parts, but, like, that one is cool. Now, we turn over to the ground station, which will make it even cooler, because it's actually functional. A functional AR marker. Everything I've learned in college going up to this point. 3D print a bunch of stuff and cross your fingers. You know? You just gotta get someone crazy enough to take up your plans. That's what it is. So if I can even convince one person to be crazy enough to do this with me, then it'll be a success. Arty pots. This is Arty Pot original, right? Arty Pot. To this day, I've still not gotten the USB-C working on this thing. We'll see. How many streams will it take me to design this abomination? Because remember during the summer, I still have those streams up. It took me exactly 4 streams. 4 streams to make all of the battery vending machine stuff, right? Or like a week. A week maximum, conservative guess. But if I can take a week to do that, then this AR marker should not be too much issue. 3,000 screws though, 3,000. And let me tell you, once we get the design, once we get the proposal, getting money for it is not a problem. Because people will, rush over and give you money if you have a good plan. That's how college works. I do love your enthusiasm, passion. Go for it if you can convince disciplined people to actually work with you. No, like, it does work. I'll tell you, like, last semester we had 23 people in our team. And of those 23 people, I think I had a rate of like 73%, 70% that were on board with whatever crazy ideas I had. And, like, there were some mistakes, and most of the mistakes was, the lacking of, basically, I wasn't part of, like, Banshee, or the project, like, totally, right? I had Hyperloop to deal with as well. I don't think I had enough time to be able to manage everything, and so some of it, like, fell off in the end, but, other than that, the big Wheel of Doom was made. I think that was really cool. And then, second semester, big AR marker, Hyperloop competition, basically making our own Hyperloop competition, Hyperloop workshops. It'll all be fun. Right? But you're broke, so you don't have a good plan. I always go into projects with the idea of having infinite budget. Let me tell you how well it's worked for me so far. It hasn't. Basically, I'm running out of money, but it's technically not my money, right? This project is not, we have a budget for the project, and we're getting more money for a new fiscal year, which is next year, but it's technically not my money, right? So I can do, like, as big of a project as possible while keeping it under the limits of you know, potentially whatever their bank has. You need a planning assistant too. To say I'm good with money would be an overstatement. But hey, giant AR marker. Let's make it happen. Alright. So, I've basically sorted all my PCBs. Let me just sort this one. It's not about the funds, it's about the friends you made along the way. Yes, exactly. Kandars is right. Kandars is exactly right. It's about the friends and the connections you made along the way. Giant, what is this song? Let's see. Did you say Giant AR marker sponsored by Kitty Matcha? Actually, if I can ask Kitty Matcha if he wants to sponsor, that'd be really funny. This is Internal Voice by Trickster. Trixtor, Internal Voice. I am currently listening to it on Spotify, Helen has. Helen has my Spotify. She's gonna take a look. Alright. Internal what? Internal flame? Internal voice. Internal voice. You know, if I can make the giant AR marker possible, then anything is possible. Like, I know some very, very ambitious people, like, from this project. Huskabite, I don't know, be great. If you don't know who Huskabite is, maybe she'll come on later, but Huskabite's incredible. Incredible engineering, incredible person. I wish I had a Huskabite for my project here, but unfortunately I don't. The huge problem for CPP as an engineering college is that it's a commuter college. So people don't usually spend a lot of time doing projects on campus, but I met some like also incredible freshmen that are really motivated for engineering. And it's awesome because, you know, they'll be the future. I'm currently mentoring some of them right now, and they'll be joining the project soon. So they're really interested, they're really motivated, which I find amazing. Yeah. I don't know if Huskabite's here. Internal, I think you got the wrong song, bro. Yeah. Well, we'll wait till Huskabite comes here, and if V-Great you're still here, we can go ahead and ask her a few questions about her work ethic. Alright. V-Great, this is Ad Sandwiches, by the way. I gotta go deliver this to him someday. PCBs for Ad Sandwich. Okay, now I gotta figure out what the heck is going on with these PCBs. Oh, I know what's going on with these PCBs. I remember I ordered this, and then I ordered 100 because I didn't know if it would come in time, and it came in time, but like, I couldn't use any of the 100 because literally it was not a working PCB. So, I literally have 130 unmarked PCBs that do work. So... yeah, Internal Voice by Trickster. Yeah, be great, you got it. So basically, I have 100 and something PCBs that do not work that I have to categorize in some box because yes. And I think that'll be it. I know this song. What song is this? Okay, I don't know the name of it, but I've heard it in like Minecraft compilations before or something, so... like, okay, V-Great, when you visit Cal Poly, and you go into room 115, like, 80% of it is filled with abominations that I've created. So, I have the big battery wheel, I have a big plane that doesn't fly, I have a lot of machinery and electronics lying around. Minecraft music, yes. Hey, you gotta get through the non-copyrighted stuff somehow, right? Okay. I've gone through 3 JLC PCB boxes. Let me do the 4th one now. Basically, this is just 100 Blinky Learner 2s that are unmarked. So if I need to, you know, like, maybe this will be for like an advanced soldering workshop, but basically if people want to like put this together, they'll have to do it like over reference. They can't just put this together because they don't. It's like unmarked, but it does work. Like these are functional PCBs. So you're telling me to just crash into the campus and roam? I mean, that's what Ad Sandwich just does on like a daily basis. So yes. I remember for like preparation for one of the workshops, we were working there until 2 a.m. Like 2 in the morning. And it was just a crazy like work time because we had to get stuff done and all of us were tired. Well, I wasn't tired. I think one of my friends from Hyperloop got me this, I didn't go to Starbucks much, but I don't drink tea much. I don't even drink coffee. But they got me this like chai latte, I think what it was called. Basically, it kept me awake for the entire night. And let me tell you, that setup day, which we like worked until 2 a.m., was the day right before the Arduino workshop. So basically what I did was well, first I pulled an all-nighter. Then I spent the next morning working on the presentation for the Arduino workshop, which I have some like pretty strict standards I need to adhere to. And I basically didn't sleep, and that one drink carried me throughout the entire night. And I remember she bought me like another one, but at that point I was like incredibly like, I don't know if it was high or delirious, or basically I was running on no sleep, full adrenaline on that one day. I managed to give a coherent lecture, which you can still listen to on the YouTube channel. I still don't know how I did that lecture. It was like really rambly, and I also was in a state of panic because I didn't know if like they would finish on time. But it was just like really, again, all hell broke loose. And anyways, I never drank Starbucks again after that. So death. We got it done, which was kind of interesting, given that how cramped and panicked that day was. It was just a whole logistical mess again. But like next time, we have to do things like a lot more ahead, and we can't waste time. Basically, like this is turning into a full-time job, almost, which is interesting. 29. Basically turn into a full-time job for me, for whoever's helping out. We have a whole logistics team, 15 people doing this stuff now, so... Weak? What do you mean, weak? I have to make sure that when I leave, this doesn't go down in flames, because I think it's one of the, biggest events of, in the COE campus right now. And I want to live up to that name. I want to keep the reputation going even after I'm gone, you know? It's scary because I'm graduating, but it's also scary because I have a lot of, I don't know if you could call this reputation or like commitments in the college, and I have to keep those going even after I leave. So it's going to be a lot of me trying to like manage things next semester and me trying to teach people how to like handle things after I leave, you know, both technically and logistically, like bureaucratically. Yeah. You talk like you're dying. Sometimes I feel like it is. It feels like I'm going to, like, well, basically, it's like when you die, right? You can't leave an impact on the world anymore. Basically, when I leave the college, I won't have an impact anymore because I'm graduated. You need to take care of yourself too. I'm fine now. Like, maybe not in the future, but like, I'm fine now. Anyways, if you guys want to take these PCBs off my hands, go right ahead. So these are going to be BL2 unmarked. Let's call it NA. Oh, have I told you guys about the amount of papers I'm writing yet? I think I have a paper due tomorrow that I'm gonna have to spend like all day working on again. Like, the whole working on things is fun, but like papers are not as fun because you gotta like write down everything you learn and like document it. Documentation isn't fun, but if it means that whatever's gonna happen in the future will happen because of the documentation, then it's really necessary. And I think that's what it is for like a lot of industry companies. Now, your time is very limited. Leave an impact. That's what I'm saying. It does sound like I'm talking about like I'm dying, huh? So not marked. Maybe I'll leave these PCBs for Hyperloop if they ever do a workshop like this again. F. Basically 50 PCBs. So these aren't the broken ones. I'm gonna like leave this in the VOD so like whenever I watch this again these are not the broken ones, these are the unmarked ones, which means functionally they still work, but they are unmarked, so it's not perfect, which means I can't sell them. I can probably sell them. I can sell them for like a lower price. My point has been driven. Do you have any disciples from those groups? Define disciple. Because I can think of multiple meanings. Those who are able to carry on your legacy. You know what? I like that description. Although I wouldn't say this as a legacy, kind of. Yes, I do. I have been training them. And I've met, again, I met a bunch of awesome freshmen that I believe they have the power to do that. If they, you know, are inspired enough. And I think they're relatively inspired. I wouldn't say I'm much of a talker because, especially not for like conflict stuff, conflictual things with conflict, especially for things with conflict. I'm not that great. I'm not that great at talking, but I think I'm good at like providing things they can see that will inspire them to go forwards. Call them challenge PCBs. But I'll give you one and see if you can put it together. So yes, I definitely have disciples. If that's the definition. I remember last year when I was when Ad Sandwich. So for those of you who don't know, Ad Sandwich basically got up engineering in college. Just think of that, and he was one grade level above me, and well, technically he was a fourth year. I'm a third year right now, which I was second year before. So. Well, I skipped a grade, so I can't describe that because I think it's important to the story. But basically, I was his disciple, if you think about that. And I think we had this conversation with Ad Sandwich, and basically, he was trying to find someone to carry on the Banshee legacy, the drone legacy, the drone project. But basically, he couldn't find anyone because no one wanted to do that much work in order to carry on a reputation that he had set. Because Ad Sandwich, you guys didn't know, he won a bunch of competitions for talking. Ad Sandwich is goated at talking. I don't know if you guys know this. And he won a bunch of talking competitions. Basically, second semester for college is all about presenting your work. So we attend a lot of competitions, we do a lot of conferences, just so that other people can understand exactly what we did as a group. So basically, what ended up happening was I had to, you know, step up and do all this stuff that I'm doing now, just to make sure this project doesn't die, like wait for Hyperloop. It's fun though. I think creating a giant AR marker is a lot of fun. So yeah, that's the story up until now. He needs to win a competition about talking about XCOM. You know what? That is true. What happened to my camera? Did my camera die? Uh-oh. Ah. Alright, let's see what's wrong with this camera. Why did you die? Your camera has been spasming for a while now. That's not good. Oh, you know what? I know exactly why. Y'all need to tell me when that happens. Stream quality goes down. Guys, the subs! Look at the subs! I'm kidding. I always tell my friends, whenever I go on long hiatuses, basically I don't want to disappoint the subs who have paid money to see the channels. I'm like, no, think of the subs! I guess you call it passive income, but that's still just spin off bitter. So that the Lord may protect him under his wing. May his spirit rise to the heavens. I didn't think it was this soon. Guys, come on. Alright. It should be a little bit better now. I made a direct connection to the computer. Okay. Andy's back. I'm back, guys. Hope you didn't miss me. You know what? I'm gonna give these PCBs to Hyperloop when I'm gone, just so that they can use them. I don't want them to go to waste. Discounted price, 50% off. Ooh, I need to talk with so I'm friends in some creative circles, and I have a group that can. I recently found out, Bell, and I think you'll be interested in this. They do printed mugs. So, I can sell my own printed mugs, and it'll be... I don't want to get, like, destroyed by Streamlabs for this. It'll be cheaper than Streamlabs. Bell, how much did you buy that printed mug for? From this automatically generated Streamlabs merch store? I ordered some PNPs and got some junk stuff. Had to do a refund. Now here I am. I forgot to reorder and I'm all out of 1A plus PNPs. I think like $25. I think I can get them to sell it for like $10 for a printed mugs, and I think that would be like much more worth it. They also do shirts. They also do sweatshirts. They also do polos. I think if I would do a merch store, it's gotta be with them. And they're my friends, which friend bonus. I don't know why these PCBs stick so well. Alright. That's the plan. So I don't waste these PCBs and throw them in garbage. Bellum, how often do you use that mug? Is it a good quality mug? I've taken it out of the box once. I don't really use mugs. Noted. Yes, you have it like a trophy. A ceramic trophy. I think I only got like $6 from that transaction. It wasn't like a great purchase, I think. Yeah, so Streamlabs mugs kind of rips me off, I broke my Minions mug the other week, slightly sad. Oh no. You can sign it when I show up to a workshop one day. Well, Bellum, you've got 12 workshops to do that. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be gone. Hopefully they take me back, because here's the thing about clubs, right? The club e-board gets to choose whatever they want the club to do. Basically, if you're an alumni and you're not in the e-board, you have no power. So it's all up to whoever comes after me if they want me back to teach the workshops. Because after I'm gone, all the stuff is up to them. I'm not gonna touch their shenanigans anymore. It was $26.81. All right, everyone, be on the lookout for a guy with a T-shirt with the lol emoji on it. Shipping was $7. I think they'll DM you and beg you back. I mean, they did that for Ad Sandwich, right? Yeah. I don't get that many DMs. No one ever slides into my DMs. I mean, there used to be a lot of people who slid into my DMs back when I was a freshman in sophomore. Not in like the romantic / dating kind of way. More like teach me and help me on this question because I don't understand what's going on kind of way. I used to be like a pretty good tutor. Oh, I used to be an okay tutor. I thought tutoring was cool. If Pause runs here, I think tutoring's cool. But like, it got too much for me at one point. I can talk about my tutoring job for Cal Poly. But at one point it becomes like a little bit more of a chore than enjoyment. And I don't want a job to be too much of a chore. Even though I know it's like that for a lot of people, I don't want to go to work and be like, I have to go to work. Like Twitch. I voluntarily work for Twitch. But I don't want it to become a chore, which is why basically all the jobs I do because I enjoy them. I don't have to work, you know? Teach me Calc 2 pumps. They got intimidated now. People slid into my DM for class and questions too. Yeah. But it's good because some of those people are my friends now, and you know, they're people I actively teach and introduce to concepts as well. Like, I enjoy tutoring like electronics because it's something I like to do. If people ask me to tutor them like math and calc, I'm just like, I don't want to do that. Especially, let me tell you, the worst part about school, the worst part about those introductory courses was the online homework. Because they never related to what they were actually doing in class. And the online homework was always some ridiculously hard thing they had to complete. And sometimes it was just like really hard to know what it actually wanted. So, those are my 2 cents on that. But yeah. Teach me something from social studies. I hated Calc 2. Calc 2 is honestly, well, it wasn't bad for me because I took Calc BC. I skipped Calc 2. Calc 2 in Cal Poly is a demon because every single person I've ever tutored in Calc 2, and by the way, last semester there were a lot of people reached out to me for help in Calc 2, and I always, like, often just said practice because that's literally how, well, I got so much better at Calc 2 just from helping other people because you have to understand, like, all the convergence, divergence shenanigans going on, but it's just practice. It's a lot of practice. I love Calc 3. You know what? I love Calc 3 too, be great. Calc 3 was cool. Kandarsa, if you're here, I have a question to ask you. Because you've got a line on everything. I need a line on something, but, I'm gonna wait till you're here first to ask it. Look at these stack of PCBs I just have sitting back here. These are amazing. Not it. Kandarsa, do you have a line on soldering irons? Specifically cheap soldering irons. So, a story behind this. Basically, I ordered about 20 soldering irons from AliExpress. They never came, and I missed the deadline to dispute the order. So I'm contacting the seller right now to see if they can do anything about it, because I never received the actual product. Frame drop. No. Tragic. Yeah, if you can recommend me some cheap soldering irons, supposedly under $5 per soldering iron kit, that would be cool. Yeah, because I don't think AliExpress is that useful, and I don't think Amazon is that useful either. So if you have any other sources... Because the next soldering workshop, let me tell you this. The next soldering workshop, we predict we'll have 100 people sign up. Or 100 people come. And because it's free of charge, anyone can do it. Can't get it that cheap? Maybe Harbor Freight will have something at that price? Compel them, come get it. Harbor Freight, unfortunately, has only soldering stations. It doesn't have soldering kits. Now, here's the thing about soldering irons. If you get them from Alibaba, not AliExpress, Alibaba, and you have like a connection with a seller, each soldering iron is like $1. But you have to buy it in bulk. And I think in bulk is like you have to buy 100 soldering irons at once. So it's a gamble. Basically, if you buy 100 soldering irons for $1 each at $100, and you sell them for $5 each, or $10 each, right? You can make your money back by just selling 10 soldering irons and you have 90 left in your inventory. Right? Simple math. But like, if they don't buy it, then it's kind of like a waste of money. So you have to like give or take, like, if you want a soldering iron, whatchamacallit. That's a like very far issue into the future, but if we don't have enough soldering irons, that's also a problem. So we have to start searching those now. And I also wanted soldering irons with some kind of logo stamped on it, because that's like a feature you can do with like these sort of like business practices and whatnot. And so I'm looking for that, and looking for cheap ones because money is scarce, and I kind of don't want to buy more soldering irons because I have too many. I will definitely... If worst comes to worst, the $5 soldering irons I saw on Amazon are actually pretty good. But I do want to find a way to, you know, get cheaper ones if possible. Because always cheaper the better, right? The T12s are like $16. Yeah, I want the really cheap ones, not the stations. Like the really cheap ones, handheld, those are decent if you use like flux solder. Like in my experience, no problems with flux solder, you know, the iron ones, once people soldered with the pretty cheap ones. Get everyone a Hacko station. Those are like stupid expensive though. But you have to print a case. Maybe we can make our own soldering iron. Just get a small PCB, a small iron, put one together. Oh, I just completely missed it. Hi Rumble. You're the same color as Kandarsa, so I completely missed your message. Or I completely missed the fact that the message was from you, but hi. Hacko is expensive, guys. I'm not made of money. If you thought the capacitor incident was bad, make your own soldering iron time? Is it frame dropping, guys? Or is it just Kandarsa? I think we're around the 3-hour mark where it like starts to struggle. I think your PC is on fire. Oh my goodness. Oh, live stats. Oh, you guys want to hear this? Live stats. CPU, 15%, 60 frames per second. 10% drop frames. 15 kilobytes per second. Oh my goodness. I'm dropping all the frames. Okay. Okay. Am I slideshow? Okay. Alright, guys. So, brief intermission. I'm going to shut the stream off on this computer. I'm going to move to my other computer, and we're going to do more streaming there, alright? But, it seems like my computer is dying. Am I glitching? Okay. I don't know if it's going to record this or not, or I'm just going to see a slideshow at the end. But, I'll be back. I'm back in like 5-10 minutes. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back. Can you guys hear me okay though? Just a question. Yeah, the drop frames are really bad. My computer's struggling. Okay, I gotta change streams real quick. Change streams. Change streams. I can hear. Hey, can't hear you. Okay. Okay, that's not good. Darkness. I'm trying to do this as smoothly as possible because I'm gonna have to like change screens to do another screen over here. Okay, transition's almost done, guys.